Will the new C-Class defeat its competitor in the battle for supremacy in the small executive saloon that will last another 10 years between Mercedes and BMW? The C220 in AMG line premium trim is what we have here. The single additional feature on this vehicle is the spectral blue paint job, which raises the on-the-road price of £46,215 by £685. Design and engineering. The most recent C-Class rides on the same modular rear architecture (MRA) platform as the previous model, although it received a new model code W206 internally and represents an entirely new generation. The most recent model is now 4,793 millimeters long, surpassing the W205 in the BMW by 65 millimeters and 84 millimeters, respectively. Along with a modest 10 millimeters increase in width, the wheelbase and track have also grown. The front axle has 4 links and the back axle has many links, just like its predecessor. Passive dampers are standard on entry-level models, but the AMG line vehicles also have a 15 millimeters ride height reduction. Rear air suspension is standard in plug-in hybrid vehicles. The new C-Class powertrain has some level of electrification in every configuration. The C300E has a total output of 308 bhp and can go about 60 miles on electricity thanks to its combination of 4-cylinder gasoline power and a 25.4 kilowatt-hours battery. Even if the C220 diesel, which is more conventional, is present, it receives light hybrid support. In other words, you do not get the full electric running, but the small integrated starter/generator unit can shut the engine when coasting and reduce load when accelerating to increase efficiency. 440 Nm of torque is sufficient to support 197 horsepower of total output. The spec list's most notable aspect may be how much the curb weight of the two automobiles varies from one another. At a hefty 1,755 kilograms, the Mercedes weighs 225 kilograms more than the BMW. Driving. The 3 Series is one of many vehicles in this class that have historically provided a sharper driving experience than the C-Class. With the new model, this theme is maintained. The new Mercedes weight cannot be concealed. Drive sharply into a corner or attempt to change directions fast, and it will feel sluggish. The steering, which is speed-sensitive in and of itself, has trouble keeping up with the body. Although the C-Class is safe, dependable, and surprisingly stable at high speeds, numerous rivals, most notably BMW, offer more fun-to-drive vehicles. Mercedes, on the other hand, has put comfort first, and it has done a terrific job. This AMG line premium model's 19-inch alloy wheels are pretty flashy, but the car handles a variety of rough conditions flawlessly. Sharp bump knocks are effectively insulated from the cabin, and overall refinement seems to have improved slightly over that of the model's already soothing predecessor. The gearbox in the drivetrain is the star performer. The 9-speed transmission changes smoothly and appears to choose the right ratio every time. It also reacts swiftly when you choose to self-shift using the paddles that are located on the wheels. The engine itself offers a respectable level of performance and a seamless response. Diesel clatter is only audible during rapid acceleration, and even then, it is barely audible. Practicality. The Mercedes has not managed to offer as much space in the boot despite being 84 millimeters longer than the BMW. At 455 liters, the overall volume is 25 liters less than that of the 3 Series. It does have a few useful features, though. The floor has tethering hooks for securing goods, and a little net in the side recess makes it simple to keep small items contained. Although the cabin's design represents a bit of revolution, any Mercedes owner will be familiar with the majority of the storage options. A small lid covering the center cubby makes it simple to fit a smartphone inside. Behind it, a double-door armrest bin with a small button allows access. There is also consideration for those in the rear and their devices. For charging cell phones, there are 2 USB-C ports and a 12-volt outlet, and the door bins have enough room to accommodate a small bottle or other goods of a similar size. Running costs. The C-Class earned 53.6 𝐸 throughout our time with it under a variety of driving circumstances. Although the 3 Series only got 56.2 𝐸, that is still a strong performance. The BMW has a weight advantage which undoubtedly contributes to its higher figure, but the mild hybrid system in the C220 is less eager to shut off the engine while coasting or at a stop. The 320 would cost £2,427 less to fuel over the course of 20,000 kilometers, saving you £177. The expected value retention for the Mercedes is 49.5%, which is less than the predicted value retention for BMW owners of 52.6%. Both vehicles can be purchased with 3-year service contracts that include simple monthly direct debits to cover maintenance fees. The BMW's package costs £25 per month, which is £10 less than the Mercedes. BMW 3 Series. Will the newest C-Class finally steal the 3 Series crown from the top of the compact executive saloon tree, where few competitors have ever been able to unseat it? Here, before auctions, we are testing the BMW in one of its most cheap configurations. The base price for this 320M Sport trim is £40,505, but the additions made to the example in these photos, which include the £2,500 M Sport Pro Pack, £1,950 Comfort Plus Pack, and £1,900 Tech Pack, raise the price to £48,005 for the vehicle. Design and engineering. In a number of crucial ways, the 7th generation 3 Series managed to advance from its highly successful predecessor when it first touched the road in 2018. The brand's cluster architecture, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿 platform, which extensively utilizes high-strength steel and aluminum to support the structure's rigidity while also keeping the weight low, was key to its improvement in ride, handling, refinement, and safety. This enables the petrol, diesel, and petrol plug-in hybrid engine lineup to function at its best. 2 4-cylinder engines and 1 6-cylinder diesel engine are available, with output ranging from 148 to 282 horsepower. The 187 BP and 400 Nm of the mid-range 320 displayed here are marginally less than those of the C220D. Due to lower benefit-in-kind costs, plug-in power will be the preferred option for corporate car users. The 330e combines the ability to go up to 36 miles on electric power alone with a total output of 288 BP. This is the highest value for any non-high-performance M-badge car in the range. The 318i, 320i, and 330i are the only models in the gasoline-only lineup. All of these vehicles have 4-cylinder engines that produce 154, 181, and 254 horsepower, respectively, and have official MEP ratings in the low 40s. Although the Mercedes competitor's cabin unquestionably seems more modern, there is not much of a difference in the two vehicles' levels of quality. Both have a premium, well-finished feel that is superior to any other option on the market. The BMW boasts a great driving position and a steering wheel with lots of reach flexibility. Driving. The 3 Series truly stands out on the road for being a fundamentally ordinary 4-bore saloon because of how much fun it is. The heavier steering in the BMW contrasts with every other part of how it drives. It feels lighter, more responsive, and more positive than that of the C-Class. This is the first difference you notice. The BMW seems more thrilling to drive, whether it is because of the engine's quick response to a driver's throttle inputs or the way the car goes into a corner, and its readiness to modify its line while negotiating a turn. The BMW brake pedal is crisper and gives drivers greater confidence than the Mercedes brake pedal, which initially feels mushy. It accomplishes this without making you feel noticeably uncomfortable. While the adaptive damper's ride becomes noticeably stiffer in sport mode, if you keep it in comfort mode, there is not much to distinguish it from the C-Class. The Mercedes refinement falls just a hair short of that of its rival due to a combination of a very little increase in wind noise and a gearbox that, with one fewer ratio, runs at roughly 1,750 revolutions per minute at 70 miles per hour in 8th gear as opposed to just under 1,500 revolutions per minute in 9th gear for the Mercedes. The 9-speeder's seamless operation makes the transmission less weird overall. It is a tiny bit more reluctant to engage, for instance, when moving forward after coming to a stop. However, we are being picky because right now both of these cars are among the best available. Practicality. Both of these sporty-looking compact executives are equipped to handle daily living, even though they will not be a family car's first choice. Both models come with standard ISO FIX child seat mountings that are equally simple to access. The fixings are concealed under detachable plastic covers on both Mercedes and BMW vehicles. The BMW turns out to be slightly more roomy than the other car when you are packing adults into the backseat, even though the difference is only a few millimeters. Mercedes has increased the inside space compared to the C-Class's predecessor, although it still lacks the BMW in both headroom and shoulder space by 6 millimeters and 49 millimeters respectively. The two are almost evenly matched in terms of knee room. Running costs. However, the CO2-based benefit-in-kind calculations show that both of these diesel saloons are much more expensive to operate than plug-in hybrid alternatives in their respective model ranges or, for even less taxation, fully electric cars. The 320 and C220 both fall within the 29% range, but the BMW is the less expensive of the two because of the lower P11D value of this specific model. That is 4,673 pounds as opposed to 5,335 pounds. Verdict? First place, BMW 3 Series. The former victor is still deserving of first place in this. It continues to provide the greatest ride and handling dynamics in the market, has the most user-friendly technology inside, and has excellent build quality. But the 3 Series wins out because it offers far greater value than the most recent C-Class on a variety of leasing arrangements. Without a doubt, the new C-Class is a fantastic vehicle that just falls short of the 3 Series. It is slightly more refined while maintaining a near match between cabin space and fuel consumption. Fantastic modern infotainment system and amazing kit levels. In contrast to the BMW, it is a touch too pricey and does not provide any noticeable benefits. Even so, it closely outperforms its competition. That's a wrap on the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.